Welcome to Mirror Domains, and this is my Fallout Season 1 full live watch-along, full episodes of Fallout right now, guys. Fallout series on Amazon. Are you a fan of this game? Are you anticipating this series? I have to tell you this straight up off the bat. I never played the game. I have no idea what this is about. I have no idea who these characters are, so I can't tell you if this is following the source material properly or not. So if I'm not getting my feathers ruffled, or if I'm not if my mind's not blown that I'm seeing something that I should be like, oh, I can't believe they pulled that off, I apologize. Because hey, I know nothing about this property. Then why are you reacting to it? Because people are talking about it. That's why. And I'm curious. I really like the trailers for it, and I do like a doomsday scenario, post-apocalyptic kind of thing going on. And the cast looks stellar. So, that being said, if you haven't watched one of these from me before, it'll be up in the cards there for you guys to follow. But this one will be a little bit different. We're not going to go through each episode and have it chopped up into little bits because people just are not watching it. We started off Reacher fast that way, and then it just kind of like people tapered out. So as you can see in the title, it says Part 1. We're going to burn through as many episodes as I want to right now, and then we'll pick up the rest tomorrow because that's just the best way to do it for me. I have to go out and see the new Civil War movie that's out today, so let's get through at least 2 or 3, and we'll do it all right now. So, that being said, sorry for the long spiel, but I'm hitting the play button now. It's called The End. Okay. Yes, so what's meant to happen here, guys, you're meant to take a window of your own, put it up over mine, we'll sync our time codes together, and we'll forever watch Fallout in the history of YouTube. Okay, so we got music here playing, guys. So I think the parents guy said there were... Oh, that's Walter Goggins. Cool. Good to see a smile on his face, yeah? Talented actor. It's a wide aspect ratio, so it's when it's really wide like that, they're suggesting it's going to be a very cinematic experience.
Just focus on the party, okay?
Okay, so this is non-present time, or is it? We're wearing a bit of an old school kind of outfits. Oh no, this is when probably the bomb falls or something, right?
All right, birthday boy. Let's get a photo of you up here on Sugarfoot.
Come on, man. We all got to make a little bit of cheddar.
Are you ready?
Oh, I didn't put in the live chat. Sorry, guys. I'm going to put in the live chat. There we go. The series starts out clean and wholesome, then it gets dark, down, and dirty very quick. Okay.
Why not? That's what you're famous for.
Drop
Yeah.
it, Bob.
We gotta get this rodeo on the road.
I can't think.
Yeah. Hey, those rodeo performers and clowns that come to parties, they put it on the line, man. It's not pleasant doing that stuff. Why are you dying of heat? What heat? Guys, it's like 7 degrees outside. I'm sorry, do I look sweaty? Maybe it's The lights are too bright. See, no, like things on the TV and stuff. Is that like an Easter egg for something in the game?
All right.
Very old cameras too. But the city line suggested that it was not like an old school, like technology is not as old as it appears to be.
If they ever drop a really big bomb, tell us to hold up your thumb just like this.
And you pray. Yeah.
But us cowpokes, we take it as it comes, right?
Hmm. I like that. Kind of ominous though, talking with to a kid about what to do if a bomb drops. Quiet flash. Uh-oh.
All right, one piece of cake.
No. Oh my God. Just that look of horror from both of them. I'd cover her. Even though it's not going to do a whole lot of good, I'd grab her, cover her, and try to use my body as some kind of a shield. Wow. And there's no sound to it because the boom should come a few seconds after, right? No, actually, I heard the first thing you hear is the EMP or whatever, the electromagnetic blast or whatever that knocks out the electricity. No, that's not good. Yep. Yeah, so he's covering her good. Grab, run. What do? Because you want to get under the ground, right? So they do have a shelter. Oh, so they were living in a society where people were almost prepared for this. Wow. See, Zack Snyder, this is good use of slow motion. Sorry. Did you just take a jab at? Oh, there's two of them going off. Three. No. Say, Mama, I'm coming home. Hmm. That was shocking, and it was executed very well. 219 years later. 219 years later. So then, how are they going to explain Walter Goggins still in it? Does he become a mutant or something? Well, I know that he. We'll see. Martial arts, learning self defense. You dabble in rivalry?
In my per-
Let's Kyle MacLachlan, right? Kyle MacLachlan's always a trooper. I'm looking forward to this performance. Oh yeah, the gene pool. What, to trade like stock genes? So is that something that you have in the game too, like some kind of a readout, to, I guess, to know how much radiation is in areas and stuff? Well, doesn't she get cleaned up nicely? So how long is this episode? Let's get into it. We're coming. We just passed the 9 minute mark, guys. 9 minutes. This episode is it's over an hour. A little bit longer than I wanted it to be, but that's okay. We'll get through it. Um, Stranger Things season 4 was pretty much all over an hour. I prefer like the 40-minute Reacher length episodes.
That dress got off almost as fast as Bert did.
So they're friends or the sisters? So they're above ground, or is that kind of like a holographic ceiling or something? Because I'm guessing they're in some kind of big shelter. Okay, so it is holograph. Yeah, the time flies by in the episodes. I've watched 3. Okay, all right.
Gosh, she looks just like your mother.
Hmm. So for the good of the species, they're marrying people to make sure that like the genetics don't get, you know, um, too in. Well, that it gets properly dispersed, right? Yeah. I knew that it was going to take place after the bomb drop, but I didn't realize that it was going to be this far after. 12 minutes, 37 seconds.
Jam. It's gonna
Chat?
take some time to fix.
Come on, Chat.
Probably
Chat's the mechanic or the engineer. Oh.
With your cousin, it's all well and good for kids, but
Hmm. So they're acknowledging it at least, right? Well, when you only have those kinds of options, what else are you going to do? And I like how they're not like turning their nose up at it. I know it's frowned upon in our society. We don't need to do that. Some people do in the deep south. Sorry. Forgive me.
Overseer of 32, thank you for your hospitality.
We were sorry to hear.
She looks familiar. Who is that? Feels like we just saw her in something else too. you say it with such casual feeling. Yeah.
do you have a name?
Monty.
Monty. Like Monty Burns? Lucky. I guess they're like, what do they must like take side bets or something? Is the guy going to be good looking? Or is she going to be good looking or ugly or? Wow. Um, well, if you have to ask, it'll be enough. Maybe. That's what I would say.
Duty to keep the
So
candle of
McLaughlin's character is
civilization.
the overseer, right? So he's like the front man. He'll be like almost like the captain, I guess.
Monty's children will be able to recolonize.
But obviously, because of the series, we know it's going to happen much sooner. Combat, right? And they address that in the opening.
Hope. To Lucy McLean and to this marriage.
Because coming up out of the silos, there would have to be a military style kind of operation. Get up there, establish a base of operations, and then fan out. They would have a procedure all lined up for it. But I'm guessing that procedure is not going to go to plan. So I'm guessing Lucy's going to be our main character that will follow. Um, what do we know about her? She's astute. She's involved with a lot of things. She goes over the top to make sure she's involved with helping the community by offering her womb and such to propagate the species. Would you say that she's an idealist? I think you could say that, yeah. Oh, was that supposed to be a commercial break? Guys, I'm watching it on Prime, so I got it. I have the full thing. We just passed the 18, coming up on 19 minutes. There's some weird looks here from other people in the crowd, right? This is where we consummate the marriage. What's that from The Simpsons? For their hubba hubba. Stop that. I'm going to use the bed to make a fort. And that's about it. Oh, he's undressing. Just in case we see the naked butt that we see. Hairless. Okie dokie, she says. Let's get down to business. I'm not going to narrate this one like I did in the Reacher series. I don't know what I was thinking. I just thought it was, yeah. Lucy comes across like Elle Woods in Legally Blonde. She does kind of talk a bit like her, doesn't she? The 32 leader is Sarita Chowdhury. She was in Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is outside where the action is happening. Do we got somebody wanting to spy? Look in on the action? See, one assumption that we as humans make that, if we were to have like a nuclear situation, oh, their stuff is all dried out. If they come to pillage and ravage their silo, is that if we all go underground, we assume that it will be like maybe only plants or animals, a few small insects or stuff that will be surviving on the surface. We don't assume that other things from outside of our planet could come. Like what happens if aliens decide to come while they're there? And let's say the radiation doesn't affect them, right? Because we assume, oh, well, if it affects us, it's going to affect them. Gross. Did he just wipe himself with the curtain? Dude, have some class. So he's an ogre. He's a brute. Yeah, there's something weird going on. And this guy's sniffing it out. Have they all gone insane? You just invited a bunch of crazies into your home? The wedding was just a distraction? Yeah, Monty held back and Lucy realized he didn't. Their yeah. So that's their radiation. So they're bad guys. So that's why McLaughlin's character called it out when he opened the door and realized that it was somebody else. Come on. You all should be trained for this scenario. Right in the groin. Right in the wedding tackle. Aye. Good. You know what? I didn't like him anyway. He seemed like a twit. Come on, dude. Don't stop. Don't stop. Keep going. Put him down for good. You don't want him to come up later. Is that something to neutralize the radiation? Or to slow the bleeding, maybe? Oh, yeah, it's like a coagulant, maybe, James. I think the raiders may have killed the occupants in Bunker 32 and assumed their identity to invade the bunker. Yeah, that's precisely what happened. Is that the old leader? How did they get in, though? Oh, there's some naked guy hanging in the background there, I think. So we will... Just in case. Suit up. Get into your battle gear. That's right, girl. Remember your training. I'm actually surprised that they let it go this far. I think as soon as he sat down for dinner, that's when it would have been on. I wouldn't have waited till after. Maybe during the speech is when I would have launched my assault. So they're pillaging for resources. I guess if they're from the surface, getting into a silo would just be kind of like opening up a big treasure of goodies. Although if they're from the surface and they look like that, why do they look like that? Do you think they would have lesions or something, right? From radiation? Get that jelly mold out of here. Wow. That's gruesome. Yeah, he had the come on, girl. Get it together. Focus. I can't really play much of the audio here because it's a song. No. She's gonna die too? She's pregnant. Come on. Oof. Wow.
Sir, please don't make me use.
What was that? Was that like an adrenaline kind of thing that he took? And then he gets squished by the door. There's got to be some kind of a lockdown protocol, right? Okay, you got in. We're hitting a lockdown thing. Nobody's getting out at all, kind of thing. So if you do try to come in, if you do get in, it's possible you're going to get locked in forever, kind of thing, right? Ooh, so she's putting him in the bunker in a bunker, kind of echoes what we saw in the ugh in the prologue there. There's Kyle McLaughlin. Come on. That's why I say, even though you think you got him, don't stop. Make sure you go for that 100% kill. Because pickles? Death by pickle brine? But I like how it kind of like, yeah, that echoing. Oh no. Is this it for Kyle McLaughlin? The bad guy.
Choices.
Tricky little choices.
So I'm going to offer you a choice. Them or her.
Oh, God, that's disgusting. Me. Oh.
World.
That's why you bring in somebody like Kyle McLaughlin to sell that. She knew her mother. Is this going to be like a mission to rescue the father kind of thing? Series? Is that what the series is all going to be about?
run and hide.
So they're just going to blow it up? They're not going to take all of their resources, their food, water? Curious. So that was 3345. Johnny Cash. Yeah, it looks like a mercy mission to find her father. If that's what the series is about, I'd be on board for it. Okay, so this is definitely on the surface. Maximus. Okay, I don't recognize that flag.
Day as squires, you will help knights find and identify pre-war tech.
So it's not all chaos up there.
The ability to defend yourself is but one part of your training. We are the finders and the preservers.
Okay. So they go out and find all of the older technology that they can salvage, I guess. Either repurpose or learn from so they can replicate. Dirigibles. I wasn't expecting to see that. That's a cool shot. So I'm guessing that's what you had to put on to go out and do the reconnaissance and stuff to get material out of the radiation zones. What was that? B11 and 24. Is that bingo? Some kind of bingo thing, but it was like a code to decode a message kind of thing. Latrine duties. Looks like they're just sitting on using old tires as a toilet. Gotta give the props department props, because that looks like it's good work. James. Props department props. Flashback. The way I would look at it is everybody gets trained on everything. Everybody does everything from latrine duty to knowing how to fix the suits. And then if you want, you can specialize in, okay, I'm only the tech guy, I'm only the mechanic kind of guy, but you would know how to, at least how to do it, kind of thing, right? Is that guy tugging one? Oh, God. Eesh.
A bunch of us were chosen to get anointed.
Thaddeus. It's kind of like the way that I wish we were now. Like, we all should have some idea of how the computers are put together, how to fix the software, how car engines work, how to change your own oils and stuff. We should all know how to do that. We should all know how to do our own taxes, understand the mechanics of, finance. Because really, do we really need to know a lot about the biology of animals and stuff? Of I guess we sort of did. That's good that we learned like how the heart and everything works. That's it's just her foot's bleeding. A razor. Oh, sabotage. So some people get jealous, and I guess there's jockeying for people saying, "No, no, I want to go out there. I do it first," kind of thing. A lot of needle drops. Where are we at? 41 minutes in, just about half an hour left. Staples. Stapling her side. I do like the costume design.
We send a search party to the surface to find my dad. Let's face brass tacks here. Our way of life has officially come to an end, and we have to adapt now.
Well said, Betty.
Yes. Thank you, Betty. Okay.
So we have to go it alone. Okay, other than their population and their food stores, are there other things in the vault? Are they responsible for like a cache of DNA samples, animals? Um, it feels like there's something else there that they're sworn to protect, right? Don't lose. How's your day going? How do you think it's going, Haas? Forty-five 30. 45 30.
You don't even know which way to go. It isn't like the vault out there.
Is that a sleeping dart? He was trying to do the right thing, though. You know, he's looking out for you. His heart was in the right place. So long, brother. Travel well. She doesn't look very well equipped. I mean, like, I would want a lot more tools, a pickaxe or something, or she doesn't seem to have a mask or anything. That's not going to work. And how is she going to get back in, even if she does find him? How are they going to know? See, now typically this is where episode one should end, traditionally. Her leaving, going on her journey, kind of thing. But there's at least another good 20 minutes. Yeah, look, Lucy is entering the world like a Barbie. Yeah. people who turn to, what is that? They wouldn't be turned to ash, are they? Like petrified or something? Like that. People that turned to ash would have been, weather would have blown them away. Over 200 years, yes. Unless other bombs had fallen after. Seeing the ocean. Visual effects wise, doing a good job of like marrying in matte work.
Food.
He was in a refrigerator.
Yes.
Do you know who did it?
Landscape is like Pompeii, where people were fossilized where they stood from extreme heat. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. He sabotaged? That guy looks familiar. I know who he is. Not him. The old man. Let me get one good look at him again here.
I didn't do it. I did not.
Krieg. Does the name Krieg mean anything to you? Die Hard. With a vengeance. Still trying to butch up, chewing on your glasses.
Violence. It's merely a tool. We use it to
I think
bring
it's the same
order
guy.
to the
I don't think they're going to kill him. They're just interrogating him, seeing if he did do it or not, right?
In your defense,
Maybe he did do it. Was he just doing it to try to save his friend from not going out there?
Giving me a home. I had no place in the world.
Hmm. He's looking at him to see if you you really didn't do it, did you? He knows now. He's seen it. It wasn't him. Hmm. Was that just the audition to see if he has it in his heart? Oh, I like that. The director lingered on him to show emotion.
At least here no one steals your rations.
Sorry, girl, you can't come with me. Is he going to admit to it? That he did do it? I know.
I told him you wouldn't hurt a fly.
Hmm. And at least they're calling it Titus, not like Final Fantasy X where it's Titus. Eesh. Ooh, a brand. He took it well.
Has escaped.
The Enclave's real.
With honor!
A lot of ceremony, huh? Like the suit looks practical, man. I don't think it is. It's I don't know. It's very well done. I think in certain shots it is, but like when it's running and jumping up on, I think that's CG. I like the helicopters that they have. Production design has really good. Did I get a slight... He looked excited, but I got a sense of a little bit of hesitation there. Did anybody else get that? So I'm guessing that Maximus or whatever and the girl are going to cross paths.
Cuts pieces off and puts them right back in the ground.
Pedro? Mutant. Huh? So this is Walter Goggins, I'm guessing? Did the radiation preserve his flesh or something? I'm curious how they're going to explain this. And I thought that Goggins was going to be like the bad guy in all of this. It's kind of dark. Can't see. I hear that myself. Hmm.
Wow, is this an Amish production of the Count of Monte Cristo, or just a weird...
Hmm. You want some chicken? I feel like that chicken. You know what I feel like is having like a chicken wrap.
From the Enclave.
Oh, it makes you think I'd give a good goddamn...
So it's coming full circle around to his character again. Hmm.
so Don Pedro can have his fun with you for the next 30 years.
Hmm. Hmm. That's an interesting perspective.
I do this shit.
Yep. That happens. He told you that he was dangerous, and you go in there walking, shaking in your boots. The ghoul. Makeup effects are pretty good too, huh? Cooper Howard is the bounty hunter.
Friend about one thing.
Those cowpokes. We take it as it comes. That's what he said to the little girl, right? In the beginning. So is it the same dude? Is the ghoul this supposed to be the same dude that we saw in the beginning? And somehow he got mutated? Is that what they're suggesting? Oh, is that it? Jonathan Nolan directs. Well, what do you think? What do you think, James? Do you like it? Well, I'm definitely intrigued. I'm intrigued enough to click on the little button here at the bottom that says next episode. Pacing wise, I think the full hour and 6 minutes hurts it a little bit. I understand that there's a lot of information here that they want to try to set up. How many episodes is Fallout? Let's see if I can pull that up on the Google here. Sorry, I'm just pulling it up on the IMDb here. Eight episodes. So, yeah. But you saw the point in the series where I was like, yeah, like when she comes out of the vault, that's traditionally where an episode would end, because then it'd be kind of like, I want to see what's outside. Continue watching, kind of thing, right? But they put in a lot of information. They introduced a lot of characters. So somebody said that it felt a little bit bloated to me, and they put in too much. I could see that. I didn't have really a big problem with it. But as like a self-contained episode, setting things up, I think it did a fairly good job. What did you guys think about that? We are going to carry straight into the next episode, but I am going to take just a quick 2-minute break here to quickly run to the washroom. So just give me a quick few seconds, and we will jump right into episode 2. guys. Sorry, just checking out the old social media. Every now and then, I guess it's good to take a small break. Um, okay. Yeah. I'm not going to even try to offer speculation as to how this ties into the game, because I don't even know what part of the game would you be doing. I guess this, yeah. What would you be? Would you be leveling up as a character in one of the games, or does the game jump around like to different characters like we did in this series? I couldn't offer any speculation into that. But let's continue rolling on with more Fallout. Next episode called The Target. Sorry, there's a commercial break. For some reason, the version of Amazon I have is the promo before the show starts. All right, I was going to take more cough syrup. Damn. Yeah, Buckley's. It's not the greatest, but keeps it up, eh? You guys don't need to see this, do you? Episode 2, Fallout. Let's rock and roll. Episode 2. What's this episode called? The Target. Uh-oh. Am I seeing a baby being born? Dog whining. Puppy being born. And thrown into the incinerator? Gross. The bad guy from Lost is in this? So they're experimenting on animals. Some kind of a resistance to radiation cure or something. I'm not going to show that in case people say, oh, it's animal cruelty, James. But he's a good actor. I would have chosen him to be like a Batman villain. Make him like Professor Pig or something. Ooh, look at that. Training them. Retrieval animals, maybe? Someone will have to tell me. Does the game use this old school music a lot? I wonder, do they incinerate pups with defects or which are runts of the litter? Oh, that could be. Because they're showing that they're training them. Rigorous training. What was his name on Lost? He had, what was the name of the character? I mean, no, not the Man in Black. Linus, Ben Linus, was it Ben? It was Ben, right? Yeah, Ben. Yeah, look at that. He's got like a weird rig on his head. He could totally be like a Batman villain. What are you talking about? Ooh. He's injecting himself with it. But they were talking about doing a Professor Pig kind of storyline, right? For Batman. I would say he'd be a good Riddler, but they've already kind of did the Riddler. Riddler. What was that? Some kind of experimental technology, right? Is his dog going to protect him? Yeah. That's what you do when you train animals to do. Ooh. You just hear the crunching noises. Good boy. But the guy came in and saw right up off the bat that he knew that he was up to something weird, right? Incident response. Ben was not a likable character unless Michael Emerson did better in Persons of Interest. Oh, okay. No, but he did a good job at making you not like him, like not trust him at all. That's what I mean. Like, please remain calm. Or did he inject himself with something to maybe steal a sample or something? All out. I like that. All right, so where are we at in the episode, guys? We are 6 minutes in, coming up to the 6 minute mark. We're going back with Lucy. 6 minutes now. Again, we're going with the second old school song. Easy there, Jonathan Nolan. Easy with this stuff. You can overuse certain things. You opened up with having an old school song. Sometimes, just like a painting, guys, if you use the same stroke over and over again, you can overdo it. I don't know. Maybe the game had a bunch of old school music. I don't know. In case I do decide to chop this out and put it up separately, guys, I've never watched, I never played the game. I never read a synopsis. I like the trailers, so I don't know if it's supposed to match or not. But I do know story. I know story structure. I know pacing. I know storytelling. So that's why or how I'm going to be rating the series. I know shot composition, and that's good. Very good shot composition. Vault plan. What? Vault plan. Some words on there I didn't quite all see. So was that like a contingency if the vault fails, we all kind of poison ourselves or something. So she's just sitting by the fire, setting things up here, guys. So who's she going to meet first? The ghoul or Maximus Titus? Or Ben Linus? Because I think that's the puppy that he was training, right? Creature squeals. Oh, what is that? A roach. A mutated roach. Oh, man. Any plans on unleashing your big, giant smoke monster on me?
People joked about cockroaches surviving a nuclear blast.
Look how big it is.
Hunt in packs, incisors to help ingest larger prey.
Wow. They adapted.
To all of that, I do not think you would be willing to do.
It's questioning her drive. So you just gave some information. You were raided, weren't you? Somebody kidnapped your...
When you have become a different animal altogether.
That almost feels like it would be dialogue straight out of the game, right? Ziggy Wildzit is the dog owner of the dog. Siggy? Like Sigmund? Put out the fire, girl. Make a cold camp. I know it's terrible, but whatever. Again, that's cool. That's awesome. That looks real. Not that, but the establishing shot. Yeah, non-player character cutscene.
Does that help with mobility?
He's just curious. Titus is Michael Rappaport? Really? People wanted to work with Michael Rappaport, huh? Because I hear he's a volatile dude to work with. A little bit like Shia LaBeouf. He can put up good work, but actually working with him on set uh, can be dicey. Try not to scream next time, man. And if you want to see how good Rappaport can be, um, Higher Learning, who's really good in that, played a bigoted kind of character going down the wrong path. And there's a scene where he does a terrible thing, and you see it kind of like he's conflicted and he fights with it, and he does a yeah, he can act. He's a good actor. So Titus not a stretch for him then. He's pretty grumpy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, with Rappaport, at first I thought it was an act kind of thing, like his shtick. Oh, you want me to be loud and raucous? I can be, even if you're just doing an interview with me. And then you realize, this is not an act, right? This is how you really are. It's like, oof. Like, you know how like some blowhards are just kind of like, yeah, for right now I'm being loud and obnoxious, but quietly I can sit here and have a coffee with you and talk normally, kind of thing. He just decided to take a break in a bad place, huh? See, it looks practical. I think that is a real suit that they built. This. I want to see the behind the scenes stuff of this. Oh, okay, so that's their target. Hello. Could this be our replacement for Kang? Who is this actor? Because they're going to recast Kang in the MCU. Could this guy be? Actually, I've seen hand over the reins to this guy. All I know is the next time they do use Kang, they've got to come out of the gate hard because he looks a little bit like Jonathan Majors, a bit, right?
This is an act of bravery.
My lord.
An order, my squire.
Anyway, just past the 18-minute mark, guys. Just past the 18-minute mark. That's the problem. A mutated dog of some kind. Or wolf. It's not like a... See, that looks practical. Like there's a man in suit or something. Like if that's CG work, it's very good CG work. Aaron Moten plays Maximus. Okay. It's like a werebear or something. A bear that's been mutated. Yeah, the CG work, the textures on it are like my brain isn't detecting that it's CG. What are you doing? Right in the brain pan. Surprised that it even went through. Some bears' skulls are so hard. Yeah, because they are. They're like tanks. That's why you think, oh, I can just take a sword out there and I'll hit it across the head. No, you can't. Okay. So they're playing into the...
For remnants that turn out to be fucking.
So it's a robo-dope kind of thing. They built the guy in the suit is kind of like a big, strong warrior, but underneath, no, he's a coward, loudmouth, scaredy cat.
Radiated bear on my back, and you.
His fault. What? Well, you're making it questionable as to why I would help you then, huh? Your loyalties don't seem to be towards our cause.
This is all your fault.
How's it his fault? Oh, are they saying that he's infiltrated them?
You don't deserve that armor.
Yeah. The old man he knew that this Titus guy he was not able to do his job, so he put him there, right? That's why he put Maximus there, because he would do his duty. For a second there, I thought they were suggesting that that Maximus was infiltrating because one of the guys in the suits killed his family or whatever. I thought that's what they were suggesting. So if that was a commercial break, that happened at 23:20. So that guy got a still? Is that what he's working on? Walking around wearing a diaper?
Hi.
She's definitely playing the fish out of water angle very well, isn't she? Okay, we don't need to see this guy's diaper butt.
But then I just get more sand.
Well,
Come on, stop. Jonathan, get us off that angle, please, for God's sakes.
You got water?
Hey, I said a sip. Again, with that angle.
Much you can, anyway.
Is it Steve? No, doesn't look like it's on. I'm starting to think the director's trying to tell us something by showing this guy's diaper butt consistently over and over again. Yeah, you made your point the first time, but now you're really showing it the fourth, fifth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 12th time now.
My daddy got killed anyway. Couple brothers too.
Again, about overusing the brush stroke.
Live with me. Use a family that helps with all the work. You wouldn't have to put up with me for too long.
She is playing it kind of like, I'm getting like notes of Barbie, like the way that Margot Robbie played Barbie. Okay, so he's going to put on the suit. Did he kill Titus? That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it does look like they somehow managed to build a practical suit. Easy, man. Yeah, you want to create something that will grab people's attentions. Is this a was this a trap? Scientific curiosity?
You, sir, are a scholar and a...
Well, explain. What was the situation? What? Gross. Huh. Yeah. Bifer in the live chat says, hey. Yeah, how's it going, Bifer? We are into episode 2 of Fallout. 30 minutes in, 30 minutes and 22 seconds. I got to admit, there's a few stumbles here, and I think it's mostly in the direction. But I like the direction in which we're going. Yeah. So my screening of a Civil War doesn't start until 4 o'clock, so we'll probably burn through at least one more episode after this one of Fallout. Maybe 4. It depends if the third one is good enough to suck me in. Like Reacher. Like the end of the Reacher episodes the Reacher was so well written that you wanted to watch the next episode right away. It was like, wait a minute, I need more, and that's what I want out of this. Because production design, aesthetics, actors, dialogue has been tight. Dog meat. Open downtown. Got to change the uniform. That uniform sticks out like a sore thumb. Ghoul. Two-headed cow. Doll heads on spikes.
I noticed that you have an assortment of Vault-Tec equipment.
Uh-huh.
But I'm actually looking for one criminal in particular.
Up here again, you're totally. Yeah. And we're coming out.
A woman in her 50s, I think.
Yeah, don't. Yeah. You don't want to be throwing around names and stuff. She's really wet behind the ears. Hmm. Yeah.
Around here. Trust me. I can tell by looking at you. Clean hair.
So naive.
All the murder and the dirt.
America's long
And
gone.
when exactly were you?
No, that's truth. Then that's what would happen, guys.
Recognize and are grateful for the privileged position we were born into.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, here we go. Beating of the two.
You again.
Again.
Your primary crop is corn.
Who are
Okay. See, I'm starting to think that maybe the ghoul isn't going to be the main bad guy, but it's possible. He may become an ally.
A hefty price.
Hmm. So we found him rather quickly.
Maybe. But I've been paid a whole lot of caps to provide this.
That's brutal.
As I get.
Bottle caps? He's got a very powerful weapon. It shoots. Wow. Wow. I like cherry tomatoes. Forty-three minutes in, guys. 43 minutes. Oh. We spent so much time building that dog up. We were basically with it since its birth. So that just answers the question that the ghoul will be not become will not become an ally. Hmm.
I'm alone. Now, I
Appears unfair.
instinct is to harm me as a person simply trying to de-escalate a conflict. Now.
Fuck it.
And a very, very large bucket of drugs.
Yeah, he's immune to it, right? Okay. Maximus. I don't know, shouldn't he be...
Stand down or be cut down.
He knows about the ghoul? Why did he call him the ghoul if he's never met him before? So he must be very well known. I also find it very unlikely that the ghoul would not know how many bullets he would have left in his gun. I like the laughing though. It was like taunting him, right? The beginning is to look like an alternate rated R version of the Wizard of Oz. Maximus and the ghoul are very interesting characters.
Hard to walk upstairs when you're wearing a 12-piece cast iron skillet set.
They're beings. Why is he not bleeding out? Like the arteries would still be pushing blood out.
I'm sorry for yelling. I've been shot in the leg.
2 hours so far with no breaks. Are you a man or a machine? No, we did take a break, Bifer. Small one, like 2 minutes.
My client.
Oh, thank you. But I really.
And I'm about to sit through a 2-hour movie with Civil War. Okay, so he's kind of like the MacGuffin because he's got the information or something. She steals dads.
Gosh damn it! Okay.
Maybe work. You really mean that?
Maybe work. Yeah. Now that I've said can you unsee it? Uh-oh. Foot stuck.
You drive that thing like a fucking shopping cart.
Losing his hydraulics. Okay, now that was funny. $52 minutes in. The chicken guy. He's gonna get his, right? It's gonna come around on him. It's gonna get his so it's a little bit like an Iron Man suit. He just doesn't know how to quite use it all the way. 53 minutes and 25 seconds. Jim's limbs. Oh, he's gonna heal him. Good job. Well, that'll make the dog lovers happy. I like that shot. That's a cool shot. CCCP. A satellite that has fallen down.
But you are going to get across that wasteland. And we're going to do it together. Okay? That's a promise.
You just took it. Then why did you even bother walking across the desert?
Quickly. You can change the future.
Oh, is it like a weapon or something? Is it meant to kill her or something?
It would be less taxing for you to go through with it.
That's pretty gruesome. It's a tall order for anybody. So what are you doing? You want me to? And if you took cyanide, you would should. We've seen it depicted. It doesn't take this long.
Miss McLean.
How do you know my name?
He was obviously exposed to some kind of intelligence where he knew all of this information, like a manifest of all the silos, sorry, vaults. He knew what the mission mandates were for the vaults and stuff.
Oh, that's it. Bzzz. Right? Yeah, here we go. Sawing. All right. The target. All right, guys. So that's 2 episodes of Fallout. What's going to happen here? I think I'm going to take like a half an hour break and go have a little bite to eat. But we'll be back at 1 o'clock to go through another episode. I'll reset the stream. It's just, hey, Buffer's right. We'll get through it all in the next 2 days. Don't worry. I like the first episode more than the second episode. Maybe, I don't know. It's hard when you have these series that are meant as like a big full arc kind of thing, right? Just to pick one episode and say, "Oh, that's a really good episode." Uh, it You kind of have to wait to see it in the big picture to see where it all kind of fits in, right? But some good stuff. Some good stuff. I like the Maximus character a lot. Kind of like the fallen stormtrooper. This is exactly what Finn should have been doing, except they didn't give it to us in Star Wars. But now we're not going to go down that rabbit hole. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm liking it. So I'll reset the stream. Join me in about 27 minutes, and we'll come back for Fallout Episode 3. As I said, guys, today and tomorrow are going to be just kind of like marathons of burning through this. All right? Good stuff. Yeah, take a break. Let's take a break. And I'll see you in a few minutes. You're watching Mirror Domains.